Hi and welcome to JJ's Productions. It's Saturday and I'm doing another Hitman Roulette. If you watched my recent live stream, I was attempting a roulette in Bangkok. Now I haven't got the roulette conditions that I usually put in the top right corner of the video, so I am going to have to relay them to you as I go along. We're starting at the Riverside Landing. We're going to be killing Jordan Cross as hotel security with a kitchen knife. And we're going to be killing Ken Morgan via electrocution in 47's suit. So, interesting set of conditions, and I have tried this before and failed, so I am glad I finally got this one done. As we've seen, we've just entered the hotel complex and I've grabbed a fire extinguisher. Not a lot's gone on so far, but we'll see how we go along in terms of what you need to know. I'm going to place the phone down here and get ringing. I'm going to pick the fire extinguisher back up and the guard outside will come inside. We're going to just hide behind here to take cover and the guard is going to walk in. As soon as he's in a good enough position, we're going to knock him out and hide him in this little closet. And then we're going to take his disguise. We're also going to pick up the goodies around him. So we're going to grab the phone again and we're going to pick up his pistol. Once you've done all that, change disguise and pick up the fire extinguisher again. From here we're going to go up one floor. Don't worry about the security cameras, we're going to take them out. So, what we're going for is the master keycard for the building. That way we can gain access to the security room and delete the surveillance. The keycard is here. All we have to do is just walk around this little area, don't bump into anyone just in case it causes trouble, and unlock the security room door. We're going to use the fire extinguisher to destroy the tapes. Just throw it and make sure it lands. If not, you're going to have to use your Kruger mine to take it out, and that is slightly more tricky without getting caught. So it's possible, but it's much easier if you can do it with your first shot with the fire extinguisher. From here, we're going to go into the birthday party and pick up a kitchen knife. Now, we've got two things we need to do in this room. We need to knock out two NPCs. The first one is this guy who usually just waits around on the balcony, so we're going to use a hammer to knock him out. And the second one is the crew member who's got Dexy Barrett's note. We're going to just get this guy out of sight and then we're going to make sure that Dexy's note is ready to be delivered. So we're going to go into the bathroom and we're going to just facilitate him being ready for a knockout. Otherwise we have to wait for him to come inside and that just takes a bit too long. So I threw my phone, he's going to walk in to investigate it. As soon as he's inside, we're just going to throw a hammer at him. You have to be careful not to be seen, so make sure you hide behind the door. As soon as he's inside though, knock him out with the hammer. We're going to just hide his body a little bit, just to make sure that he can't get an easy glimpse of him. And we're also going to place a gun just by the toilet, so that if anyone decides to walk in here, the first thing they'll see is the gun. It's unlikely people will walk in here, but just on the off chance, that gun will hopefully buy a bit of time to exit the level. From here we're going to go down to the main entrance, and we're going to and a note from Dexy to the reception. That way it sets off Ken's kill. It is quite a bit of back and forth regarding this. I wish there was a way of just speeding it all up, but it is a problem just inherent with Bangkok that you do have to go around in circles sometimes just to get the level done. But as you can see, it's not that bad, especially if you cut the corner of going through the entire bottom level of where the exterminator is. So yeah, now we're going to go all the way back up to the top floor, which is again a long way. We're going to keep this disguise on and we're going to go through the room where we just got the note. The idea being that we've just knocked out the crew member on the balcony so that we can use the balcony to get up a floor. The actual difficulty regarding this roulette was more to do with the electrocution of Ken. The kitchen knife kill is very simple. I actually wish there was a more difficult way of doing it, but it's actually the most simple kill I've done in a while. Whereas killing Ken was tricky just in terms of finding the right way to electrocute him. There aren't that many electrocution options within the game, and equally so there aren't a lot of opportunities to get water near Ken so that you could use the method I use. So actually finding the correct place to do it was the biggest problem, but hopefully you can already see what I'm going to do. So we're going to go into this room. I've crept my way in so that no one will hear, and I'm going to drop the phone in here to lure the guards in. Well, not the guards, the crew members. Out there enforcers, they act like guards to be fair. So I've already turned the phone on, one of them's on his way, as soon as he's near the doorway, we're going to subdue him around the corner. We're going to then hide his body in the closet. Now, as you can see on the minimap, Jordan Cross is already on his way to the recording booth. So I'm going to pick up the phone as I'm dragging the body, and I'm then going to drop it again on the way back to the door. The idea is, if I do it at the right time, which I do in this instance, Jordan will hear the phone and he will come to investigate it. At that point, all we have to do is just wait for Jordan to actually go near the phone and we can slice his neck. Again, this wasn't a tricky kill. I've got to make that clear. It was fairly straightforward how to do it. The main problem occurs with just this little delay where he's like, hang on, I heard the noise here. Oh wait, no, it isn't that, it's there. So he has to sort of recognise the noise, but once he does, you can circle around him very easily and complete the kill. Pick the phone up, hide his body in the closet, and once again, it's a very simple kill. We're going to take the crew member disguise just so that we don't have to go sneaking around, and then we're going to go all the way back down to where I left the suit. It's not that far away actually, it's just like I've said already with Bangkok, you end up going around in circles. There is one enforcer just here and he's looking out, but it doesn't take that long to actually change to a different part of his cycle. So as soon as he turns around, you can head down the stairs. There are a few enforcers to this disguise, so just keep an eye out for him as you are going down the stairs. But once you do, you should be safe. We're going to go through the door on the right as before, but there are quite a few people in this area at this point, so just take your time, make sure you don't get caught because you're in a trespassing area at this point. As soon as you feel it's clear, go through the door on the left and pick up your suit. After that, Ken's already in the linen room. He's pretty much waiting to be killed, so you've just got to make sure you get there without getting caught. We go through the door on the right here, and there's a security guard just looking in this direction, so we are going to take a time to get through. As soon as he turns around, you can make your way forward, and then we're going to go through the second door on the right. It's the one on the left, as you can see on the screen. There's a hotel staff member who can just be in this area, so just make sure he doesn't catch you, but once you feel you're clear, you can sneak through. I was actually in good time. The non-essential personnel weren't leaving this room, so I was just waiting for them to clear. Ken's bodyguard will also leave momentarily if he hasn't already. And as soon as that door is shut, you can actually go and knock Ken out. The reason we've got to knock him out is it's nigh on impossible to lure Ken. He'll always go and get his bodyguard to do something for him. So you have to knock him out. Once he is knocked out, we're going to drag him over to a sink. We're going to overflow the sink, and then we're going to drop the big one. For those of you who are unaware, if you drop the big one in a pool of water, it will cause an electrical spike which can electrocute a target. It's a neat little way to complete a kill if you aren't actually near electrical circuits or any other electrocution methods. But that is the kill, and all I've got to do now is exit the level. So I would like to thank you for watching this. I have struggled with this route, so I'm pleased I've got it out of the way. So if you've enjoyed this, please leave it a like, because I do enjoy finding feedback on these videos, so any comments would be appreciated. Also, if you would consider subscribing, it would just greatly help the channel. Just getting feedback, just knowing if people are liking the content I'm creating. So a subscription is a good sign of confidence in what I'm creating. Other than that, all I've got to say is thank you once again, and I hope to see you again soon. This has been Josh from JJ's Productions, and I'll leave you with 47 heading to the exit at the front of the hotel. Thank you, bye for now.